The funeral service of President Hage Geingob is set to take place on the 23rd and 24th of February, this being announced by the Deputy Minister of Information and Communication Technology, Theofelus, on Friday.
Question number one, any information related to any last wishes of the late President? At this particular juncture, there is no information related to any final wishes by the late President. If there are any, I believe that the committee and the family will be able to implement. Secondly, the final memorial service. There has been no decision as of yet when the final memorial service will be held. As we get closer to that date, you can be rest assured that we'll communicate that information so that the nation is well aware of when the final memorial and official memorial will be taking place. Question number one, any information related to any last wishes of the late President at this particular juncture?
And joining us for more, the latest developments on the passing of President Geingob as well as logistics around it. SABC News International Editor Sophie Mokoena joins us now. Sophie, a very good evening to you. So are you able to share with us the latest on funeral arrangements for President Hage Geingob?
Earlier on, the newly sworn-in president pointed out that the funeral will be on the 23rd and the 24th of February. So on the 23rd, we expect that it will be a memorial and a state type of a farewell event or gathering, and in terms of paying respect to the late former president. And then on the 24th, we expect a real burial to take place. We are told that some people felt that if this was going to be next week, it was going to be a problem, particularly for the leaders, the heads of state and government from the continent who are expected to also go to Addis Ababa for the AU summit, and therefore they had a discussion to ensure that you are able to create proper arrangements to ensure that those who will be attending the summit can also be able to attend the funeral later.
Sophie, we've seen many leaders from across the globe, in fact, paying tribute to the late Namibian president. He was said to be respected by his counterparts, and information in relation to those who are expected to attend this funeral, has that been released yet?
We are told, when I spoke to people in Namibia who are very close to the family and government, I'm told that most of the leaders in the SADC region will be there. We know that already the president of Botswana did visit the family this week. The former president of the DRC, Joseph Kabila, also visited the family. President Ramaphosa is going to Namibia tomorrow, and more leaders are expected to attend the funeral, particularly in the SADC region. You will also have eminent persons from the continent, particularly former heads of state and government who did work with President Hage Geingob. And also we expect countries in other regions such as America, your Europe, your Asia, your South America to send representatives. For example, Cuba already, the president of Cuba had already conveyed his message of condolences. He was the first person to do that. And therefore, we expect countries such as Cuba to send a senior delegation to the funeral. As you know that during the frontline state period where they were fighting liberation in the southern part of Africa, a country like Cuba played a very important role to support the liberation organizations in the south to fight for liberation, and therefore the bond between countries such as South Africa, Mozambique, Namibia, Angola, with a country like Cuba are very, very strong.
Well, thank you so much for that update. Sophie Mokoena, SABC's international news editor.